right, next up is Platyhelminthes, or flatworms. This little guy is called the planaria. All right, we started gentle, okay, because again, we're talking about flatworms, some of which are parasitic, so some of these guys are gonna look a little interesting. Again, this is what I mean when I say flatworm. This is called the squalus pup. Flatworm, very flat, almost looks like a leaf. Squalus pup. There you go. A lot of these can regenerate, which is kind of creepy. I don't know, I'm not a big worm person, just because some of these can be parasitic. So when I think of these as living in the gut of animals who, are the host. I pay big money to make sure that these guys don't get in my dog, for example. All right, this one is the sheep liver fluke. This one does look a little bit more round, but it is a flatworm. Again, it's called the sheep liver fluke. I mean, some animals can just their guts can get loaded with some of these parasites. That's why you gotta take care of your pets. Make sure that they're not, especially in the spring, that they're not drinking water from melted snow water, because what happens is when an animal gets these parasites inside of them, they lay eggs, right? And then because they live in the intestinal tract, they defecate or poop out those eggs into their yard. And then when the snow melts in the spring, what happens is that those eggs end up in the meltwater. So if you're taking your dog for a walk in the spring and your dog's drinking up that water, they can get those eggs into their intestines, and then they grow into worms. So that's why a lot of vets will recommend that you give your dog some preventative care, heart guard, things like that, so that they, even if that worm does, or those eggs do get into their intestines, they won't survive. So yeah, these are called the Platyhelminthes flatworms.